Hello everyone and welcome to my Adobe After Effects tutorial. In this video, I'm going to talk about layers and timeline panel that is here inside After Effects. Now, friends, once you have created your composition, okay, I just created a random one, and it's all set and good. So it's going to come up over here in the timeline panel. Now you can close this composition if you want to, but it doesn't mean that it's get deleted. Okay, it's always over here, and if you do a double click, you can see that it comes back in. So that's something to keep in mind. And now let's talk about layers that are here inside After Effects. Now, friends, you can import any kind of file you want. You can import an MP3, PNG, JPEG, video files, etc., and just straight out bring them in. Like for example, I've got a few video files over here that I can just bring in if I wanted to inside After Effects like this. And you can see this video is actually 720p and my composition right now is full HD. So you can see the video is kind of a little small. I'm just gonna stretch it out like this. And now you can see that we can just kind of play the thing. And what you see right now over here, Particles 2, is a layer. So if you're familiar with Adobe Photoshop, you're gonna be comfortable using Adobe After Effects now. And if you are not, then don't worry. Okay, nothing like that you need to know Photoshop or anything. But I'm just saying, if you are familiar, then that's good, and that's going to help you out a little. Okay, so now if you just scrub this CTI, this yellow head thing, okay, that's called a CTI, current time indicator, because it shows me what time I have. And friends, the timeline or this composition is straight linked to your composition panel over here. So meaning whatever you are doing in your composition or in your timeline is going to be displayed straight to this program monitor. Okay, you don't need to update, or you don't need to refresh, or you don't need to do anything like that. It is straight gonna get you're gonna see the preview in real time. Yeah, so that is good. That's how you can drag video and audio and all your JPEG files into After Effects. Now let's take a look at some inbuilt layers that are here inside After Effects. Now whenever you want to create anything, and friends, most of the times, okay, whether you are into VFX or motion graphics, I'm pretty sure every time you will end up using any of these layers. Okay, so it's a good idea to know how to use them. Now the way I like to work is I do a right click in this blank space, and if I go to the new composition, or actually the new option over here, and then you can decide which one you want. There's one more method. Make sure that your composition is selected, and then go to layer, new, and the same list appears over here as well. Now you can see that there are some keyboard shortcuts, but he has some really heavy keyboard shortcuts, except for this one, Control Y. So it's if you don't want to learn these keyboard shortcuts right now, it's fine. I already have learned them. So because I work with After Effects so much, so I just kind of learned all of them. But if you don't want to learn them now, that's fine. We'll do this later. But for now, I'm going to advise you to learn this keyboard shortcut, Control Y, because I am 100% sure that you're going to be using this a lot of times. Now, friends, if you are going on watching different tutorials on YouTube, that is a very good habit. Okay, go on, watch all this intro tutorials and this tutorial, that tutorial, lens flare, this and that. That's very, very good. And if you are watching them, then of course you will be seeing that every time we create a new solid, most of the times when you're working in After Effects, we end up using this this solid layer. So do a right click, go to new, and then take this solid over here, and then you can of course name the solid. And I just like to call this BG if that's the first layer I'm making, and the color is set to black. Just make this comp size that is full. The width and the height should be matching to your comp. Click OK, and now you see that we have something over here. So now before this, and if you have used Photoshop, you can see that there are some symbols over here that you may be familiar with, like this this eyeball icon. If I remove this, you can see that now this BG is not visible. Actually, I'm gonna change the thing a little just so you can see. So this is not visible right now, and if I put the eyeball in, you can see that now it's visible. So very much similar to Adobe Photoshop. Next we have, or at least I think that you should be knowing about, is cameras and lights. Now these are some advanced topics, so I'm not going to deal with them, but just in case if you want to learn, and just in case if you wanted to know how to create those, then just do a right click. It's very simple. Just like how we made a solid, just go to camera, and we have some presets over here: 35mm, 50mm, 28mm. And just click OK. Now you're gonna get a warning that cameras and lights do not affect 2D layers. So we will get into this part a little bit later in the training course, but for now, that's how you can create some of the very basic layers inside After Effects. Okay, so layer, new, and you can decide which one you want to choose. So yeah, that's how you're supposed to create layers. Now let's talk about a little bit about the timeline. Okay, so say for example, if I drop in some video file, say this one, or no, say this one. If I drop this in, you can see that this is a kind of like a Crisis 3 thing. I can trim this out if I want to. Like for example, you can see right now it's going outside my composition. So meaning this video file is a little bit extra. As you can take a look over here. It is 10 seconds and 7 frames. So there are 7 frames more to this clip. So what I can do is I can select my video file and I can just kind of drag it to the left. And now you can see, I can see the end point of the video. And if I go to the end, you can see that my mouse pointer changes and I can just kind of trim this video like this. And I can put this back in place. And now you'll see that it only works till this point. Now, if I want to scratch it out, it's very easy to do. Just go back over here and scratch it out. Very easy, very nice. Yeah, now it's time to learn some keyboard shortcuts. Now, whenever you're working inside After Effects, okay, if you're creating motion graphics, you may not use these keyboard shortcuts right now, but trust me, for example, take a look at this. This is a motion graphics project I was working on, and you can see how many cuts I have made. If I was to go inside, you can see, like, you know, that there are, like, basically there are times when you will be needing cuts and some editing features of Adobe After Effects. So it's a good idea to learn it right now. In order to cut the video clip or actually make a trim, you can hold on the Alt key and hit the left bracket that's beside the P key. So, you know, if you take this into Photoshop, this key is used to change the brush size. Okay, hold on the Alt key and hit the left bracket, and you can see it kind of makes a trim right there. We move ahead in time and we hit hold on the Alt key and press the right bracket key. You can see that makes another cut. So only this much part is visible now, and if I want to change this, I can just come over here and you know, scrub it all the way. That's it, and that is good. So that's how you're supposed to work with Adobe After Effects. You know, at least the layers in After Effects. I know, friends, that this is not really the most interesting thing, but please watch these tutorials. Okay, they are very, very important because you need to know basics for using or mastering the software. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Please subscribe and see you all next time. Thank you.